first time ever with Flo, you can purify the air at the same time for an amazing price. I am so proud to be standing here.
Over 30,000 spoken for. 30,000 gone. If you're on hold, and I know every time Joy's out here, we get into a hold situation. Now would be a great time. Jump in, maybe pop over to hsn.com. You can put as many into your basket as you want. You can get all colors. Think forward to gift giving. It's not too early. To me, this is one of the best things that you could give to somebody, because, you know, we all notice. If you ever walked into somebody's home and you're like, something's, you don't say anything, but it just affects the whole experience.
Yes.
And when you feel proud of your home, have something that looks beautiful on display while it is effectively eliminating odor, cleaning the air, and just giving you that subtle scent that just smells like a clean house.
Oh my gosh, it's just amazing. Okay,
that color's getting really limited.
Could we make it any easier?
Teal.
So here is the beautiful teal. I just want to show everybody. Let me see if I can do this. You know, it's like walking and chewing gum. So I'm just going to twist it out, right? And I'm just gonna pop it out. There you go. And then you just twist that off and you rinse the filter. That's it, 2 seconds, let it dry, and then you put it right back in here. That is cleaning your filter. Okay, can't get more no-brainer than that.
Seriously,
I'm telling you. So if you're thinking, in the past, you had an air purifier, and oh darn, I didn't use it. It was so loud, it was so bulky, it had to stay somewhere, it was ugly, and I had to buy new filters. That's not the case here. This is the opposite. The absolute opposite, the antithesis. You're so gonna love it. It's only about 10 inches, a little over 10 inches high. It's a pound. It's a pound.
You know what I think would be a great idea is to take this with you when you travel. Because it's light and it's portable. And
exactly.
How many times do you go into a hotel room and it smells like
that's it.
Something
Perfect.
went on in this room I don't want to know about.
I know. And you know, I was remiss, I didn't tell you, it has 3 fan speeds.
Oh,
so
you're right.
Low, medium, high. And you can just set it on like I do for, you know, just all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, it's on. And, or you'll see it says 2 hours, you can press that. It's 2 hours on, 2 hours off, 2 hours on, 2 hours off, you know, if you want to do that. Or we have 8 hours, so you put it on when you're sleeping all night, that goes on for 8 hours, off for 8 hours, on for 8 hours. So your choice. It really, I'm telling you, this is better than any air purifier out there, and I say that in the sense of it has a triple threat that no air purifier has, and that's patent pending, design, and features. The triple threat is it purifies the air down to 0.5 microns, so it gets rid of the dust, the pollen, the pet dander, the mold spores, but in addition, it eliminates odors like no other air purifier. Those charcoal filters, they'll clean the air, but they will not put the odor elimination that's in Forever Fragrant. This is like pow pow. It's like
that's the icing on the cake that you give that others. Think about how much you've spent on air purifiers, and you know me, I'm a huge fan of air purifiers, always have been, always will be. But the fact that this is as powerful as the really expensive ones, you said 0.5 microns.
Microns, yep.
Those are things you can't even begin to see with the naked eye. You know, the stuff, the pollens, the dust, you know, the stuff that we don't want. We certainly don't want to be breathing in the dust mites and the babies that they have and leave in our homes. And you know, that's why it's a beautiful thing. If you have a lot of carpets, if you've got furniture, all that holds odor. This is not going to just mask something and, you know, try to pretend that odor is gone. This helps eliminate. That's a huge, huge difference.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. And you know, and it's funny because it circulates that air every 25 minutes. So think about it. You know, test it. Fry fish. Have Flo on in your kitchen. Walk out of your kitchen when you're done. Come back in a half hour later, and I'm gonna tell you, it will be like you never cooked. Right? It's just so incredible. And you know, that doesn't only get in the air. So say there's a smoker, right? You know, it not only gets in the air, it gets in the fabrics, it gets in the carpet and everything, the odors. When you're eliminating those odors, you know, I had a caller last night, she said that she got it when we had the one blip time that it was on before it sold out. She said, my room where my husband's a smoker, you would never know it, and nothing in life that she ever used could get rid of that. Oh, when people walked in, they would know there's a smoker in the house, right? That's how powerful this is.
Until she got this.
Yes.
This was the difference maker.
And look how gorgeous it is.
I was just gonna say, and I do have to update you on some color details, because the teal has taken a real front-running strong lead this morning. So if this is a color you're interested in, get it before it sells out. When it sells out and it comes back, it's gonna be twice the price. it's half off today. And we've got this on the 4th Flex, so it's under $10 or even less than that if you use the HSN card. We have the sand, there's black, there's white. The sand and the white are definitely the two most limited choices at this point. Teal is getting there, super limited, the fuchsia and the purple.
Look
so
how
it's
gorgeous.
$465,497. As you're ordering, stay on the line. I want to talk to you. Maybe you already have it. You are one of the lucky few that last February was able to pick this up, and it sold out so early that day. This is the first time it's back. So excited that it's a today's special.
Oh, absolutely. And you just plug it in. It uses as much electricity as a clock radio, everybody. So, and when you get it home, there's no assembly. I mean, that's done. You get it, you plug it, you're good to go. You are cleaning the air in your home. And I have to tell you, once I became aware of some of the information, I actually had to double and triple and quadruple check some of the information because I was shocked. I never knew that the air inside our homes, our apartments, where we are the air is 2 to 5 times more polluted than the worst outdoor air. I have to really repeat that. It's 2 to 5 times more polluted than the worst outdoor air. So think about that.
Wow,
it's like, why would you sit there when you have the opportunity for under $10, right, to try this and know that your home, you know, those of us who clean our homes, we never think about, you know, sometimes cleaning the air that we breathe. And I am so, you know, I turned 60 and I'm thinking about everything, right? I'm thinking about everything in life more because, you know, that window just gets shorter and you think about what are the things I can do to improve my health and well-being. Air quality is one of the top things on my list because what you breathe in, it's like what you eat, it's like what you drink. And as Callie, we said before, you would never pick up a glass of water with mold spores in it and dust and pollen and drink it.
All right, in their water.
I mean, you would
like,
never, exactly one speck. But we literally think it's okay to breathe that in. It's not. It's not. I mean, air purifiers is a huge business worldwide. This is an air purifier that it's exclusive here that does no air purifier does what this does. This little flow does what no other air purifier does. Not only does it purify the air like all the other ones, but it doesn't have a filter that you have to repurchase. You can wash it. Some of them have filters that you can wash out. This is simple. I mean, it really is simple to do. You rinse it out with warm water, but it has that odor elimination, that powerful elimination of odors, and it puts that subtle scent in the air so you don't buy the sprays anymore. You don't buy the things that you know, the waxes or light candles or anything.
Exactly. And just in case you're tuning in a little bit after we got this hour started, I know that at this point we've moved almost another 10,000 in this segment, in this presentation alone. They're moving so fast, and I just would hate for you to have to spend twice as much money tomorrow to get it, or however many months it'll take to get it back in stock. This isn't just a pretty thing that sits on the shelf and just kind of passively cleans the air. We're going to show you again the vortex that's created because of the power that's built into this with 2 speeds, and you got the 2-hour or the 8-hour auto shut-off mode. It can work 24/7 for you if you'd like. I think you said you use yours on an 8-hour cycle.
No, I leave it on 24 hours. In my office, I have it on the 8-hour cycle. But look at this, everybody. What Callie's talking about, we call it the vortex of circulation. So it's designed. So this beautiful flow has so many features and benefits that we need to show you because it's so much, you know, better in some ways than the big ones that cost a lot of money, right? So it's not just pushing the clean air out straight or pushing it up straight. It's creating a flow of the air, and I wanted to visually show that. So these are microbeads here showing you what it does to the air. And in an average room, it's going to recirculate the entire room, the air in the room, every 25 minutes. That is very important. Not only for cleaning when it's allergy season, right? They said pollen count the highest yesterday. You're recirculating that air so you're eliminating that pollen. Every 25 minutes, you're getting rid of that, whether it be mold spores or dust. But in addition to that, you're eliminating odors through that cycle.
How many of you have walked into the house, if you've got pets or a friend has a pet, and it's just that wet dog smell?
Yeah. Oh,
you know, and with spring and all of the things that we've just gone through.
In Florida here, it's so humid.
Yeah,
Exactly.
mildew smells are really difficult to get rid of, and it's not cute. It's not pleasant. So say bye-bye to all the odors for once and for all, because what we're doing with Joy, what she has done is she's created, and this is a patent pending product. These are made out of wood pulp.
Yes, the Forever Fragrance starts from natural plant-based materials. It's a plant-friendly plastic. So, and these are enhanced that you're getting. So it's even more odor elimination, and you're getting 4 of them. You only need 2. So I'm showing you that vortex coming out of here. You only need 2. So let me show you again. Let me just turn that off. Oh boy, is that simple, right? You only need 2 of the Forever Fragrant, and you just slide them. I'm gonna do it from the side here. You just slide them in the side, right? Nail-friendly gals. Very important, right? And you slide them in, you turn it on, and the flow of air is the air. It's like taking Forever Fragrant. Those of you who have Forever Fragrant broke the record at HSN for the first time ever.
It did.
It was like unbelievable. You have that full force in here, and then you're getting 2 more. So you're getting a $20 value. This you can put in your lingerie drawer. This you can put in your car or your SUV or your truck.
Or put it in your kid's closet.
Exactly. In the gym bag.
Yes.
You know, in the golf bag, yes. Okay, you know, you got 2. Put one in one stinky sneaker and one in this other stinky sneaker.
You could put one in the laundry basket.
And
you know,
it's amazing.
The options are endless. I definitely keep them in drawers. I mean, you know, even though it's the craziest thing how odors just happen, and it's a part of life. It doesn't necessarily mean
they're always there too.
Exactly.
Right? They're always there. So
always.
So you know, I mean, I don't know what's more exciting. The fact that you're eliminating odors. Well, what is more exciting is that you are purifying the air. So hands down, that is the most important. But the fact that you're going to be able to eliminate odors, and the fact that you're getting that clean air scent. Now, so let me describe it. It's made like a fine perfume. Actually, I'm going to read it to you very quickly.
Okay, sure.
Because, so that clean air scent, that light beige disc, is made like a fine fragrance by Givaudan. It's clean, it's comforting, and remember, it's subtle. A fragrance that captures that right out of the dryer scent. Interesting citrus notes lead the way as dewy muguet blends with sheer tuberose and fresh lavender for a most captivating signature. A lasting impression of softness prevails as white musk mingles with exotic woods to leave a hypnotic trail. How exciting is that? And you can see the notes. So it's made like a fine perfume. It's not like a home scent that
smells like a clean home.
Yes, it does. Right?
Don't forget, if you want more discs, you're getting 4, and this is a $20 value that you're not having to pay for, but we do have more in lots of different fragrances, and you know if you've got a favorite, I'm sure. If you don't, you can get as many as you like. They're half off, they're $9.95, and you get 4. So this is definitely a time to load up on the discs because you can use them in the flow, but you can also use them in other places in your life. Some of us travel with them and put them in a garment bag. Some of us bring it to put it into the hotel room we're staying in because maybe it doesn't smell so fresh anymore. In either case, I do want to let you know that when we started our show together this morning at 11 a.m., and that's at the time on this coast, I know it's 8-something in California, we had 25,000 moved. We are about to pass that 35,000
Oh my
marker.
Goodness gracious.
And that's in this, not even a half an hour. So that's how fast these are going.
Well, right.
And it is limited. It's a one-day only opportunity and special.
Exactly. We were talking, you know, you can tell we're excited. I mean, this is something that it's not, you know, and I love all my products like my children, but when the product impacts your health and well-being, I stand here like a proud parent. There's so many features and benefits in this product. There could be a 1 in front of it. It could be $139, and it would be so well worth it. I cannot tell you, because this goes on and on and on, year after year after year. You're getting actually 4 years of Forever Fragrant, if you want to look at it that way. And your filter, I just want to keep telling you how you will use it. You know, there are some products you don't use because it's complicated, and there are some products that you use all the time. It's like that great pair of shoes that are comfortable. You keep putting them on.
Ooh,
oh my goodness gracious. Okay, well, we are
gone.
excited, and I know people are buying multiples. So one for office, one for home, one for
downstairs, one
baby.
for upstairs.
If you have a grandchild, a young, I have a new grandson. He's, well, not new. He's 8.5 months old, but that's new. Okay.
Oh, for sure.
No, for sure. this is in his room, because why would I ever not clean the air in the nursery? Why would we not clean the air that we breathe? There you go. A month or so, dust, the pollen season. I mean, if I put this in my home, this is from a little while ago, but this past couple of weeks with the pollen, it would be yellow or green or whatever.
It sure would.
You rinse, this is one that's rinsed out. It's like brand new. You're starting all over again. You rinse it in warm water. Don't use soap or anything. Just rinse it in warm water. Off you go, and you put it back in. You're good to go.
Like a new filter all over again.
It depends on how often you have it on, how long you have it on.
You get 2, so you're set to go. Yeah, just rinse it clean. And did you see how easy it is to slip in?
Yeah.
I mean, it couldn't be easier. Well, yeah, there it is. You just rinse it out, make sure it dries fully.
Exactly.
And then you put it right back in, and away it goes. Bye-bye, odors once again. Clean, fresh air within minutes.
And you know, that's so important. So I can't reiterate the power of this product. And again, it's the most powerful odor eliminator in the world that's in there, eliminating odors. Well, that would be fabulous. Then you add on a subtle scent in your home that is going to make it smell clean and fresh, so you don't have to light candles. You don't have to, spray the sprays to that drop to the ground. You don't have to do all the things, the waxy things that plug in. Now, guess what? That would be great in and of itself. You add in the fact that it's purifying, it's cleaning the air you and your family breathe. Hands down, I say this is one of those no-brainers in life, and it is I'm showing you here the power of this. It's quiet. You can whisper quiet. You can't even hear it. Whisper quiet. You are going to put it on your kitchen counter, literally, because everything from the filter to the Forever, everything's safe. It's not like you're lighting a candle.
It looks like a beautiful
and you can leave it on 24 hours a day.
Absolutely.
Right?
And put it anywhere, in any room.
It's an unbelievable proposition.
Without question, and it's half off today. Tomorrow it'll be $80. So Carrie joins us in Georgia. We're so glad to have you with us. Good morning, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
Well, good morning. Good morning, ladies. How are you all doing?
We're terrific.
And so are you getting Flow for the first time?
Yes, ma'am, I am. I'm getting the sand color.
Oh yes.
So why are you getting it, Carrie?
Well, I'm tired of using aerosols in the house all the time, so I wanted something different and something fresh. That can stay with it for 24 hours.
That's
Bingo.
right. That's right. So you can leave it on 24 hours. Remember, it uses the same energy as a clock radio, and I use the clock radio as an example because my clock radio is on all the time. Why would I turn it off? It's the time. It tells me the time. So you don't have to think about it. Right? So picture, Carrie, you're going to be able to put this on, and the Forever Fragrant lasts 2 years, and you get an extra 2. And the filter is easily 2 years. I mean, if you want to clean it out, that takes a couple minutes. But you're going to forget about this basically for 2 years. That's unbelievable, right?
That's great. That's great. And I also got the 4-pack, too. So.
Yes.
Excellent.
Good girl.
Very good choice.
And I want to say, Joy, I enjoyed your movie.
Oh, sweetheart.
Guess what? If you want, we've got the DVD available here at HSN. I'll tell you about this in just a minute. I did too.
Oh,
thank you so much, Carrie.
Thank you, darling. Breathe healthy.
Gosh, when you think about it,
our
lungs are one of the most vital organs of our bodies.
Yes.
You know how sensitive I am about lungs, right?
That's right. And
it's
our little
the least we can do is to give our body the ability to breathe clean air when we're in our homes, when we're sleeping. It's 24/7. This is an involuntary action, breathing.
That's right.
It does. Our bodies are amazing.
Because if you're not, that's not good.
The alternative is no bueno.
So you need this all the time because you're breathing all the time.
Exactly. It's the least we can do for ourselves and our family and our kids and our pets.
Absolutely.
So make your choice on color: sand, black, white, teal, fuchsia, purple. That's the only choice you need to make. And then it's just which credit card do you want to put it on. If you use an HSN card, it's only $7.99. Any other major credit card or debit card, PayPal, $9.99 to get yours home. Most people are getting the additional sets of discs. Do it today. They're half off, $9.95.
Right,
there they are on the bottom of the screen, $357,995. And we've got every fragrance that you've made with Forever Fragrance discs available.
You know, it's like a party. It's like you're doing something that's so healthy, so wonderful for you. And I'm just showing you this because I want to show you the air I have. So what are you doing? You're turning it on. You're putting your Forever Fragrant in, and that's it. You're done. You're done. I promise you. What's so phenomenal is that, you know, when people use this and they put it on, and actually, Callie, I'm going to turn it on again. I want you to just come right here, and it's instant. It's instant. Go ahead, just put your smell right above there, right?
Oh my gosh.
And that's just beginning. So that, right, it's subtle, right?
Clean.
Oh.
It's so nice, and you feel.
Yes.
That's the vortex we've been explaining. Is that's what's being, you know, kind of pushed into the air.
And that's on high. That's on high.
And it's still so quiet. I know we passed the clock. We're processing every order as they're coming through. Get them. Get a couple.
Oh.
It's